What is up, guys? Pressure here for my first ever upload onto the channel and the page. It's going to be pretty exciting because I have a competitive Pokemon match, Uber tier match for you guys, and this is going to be my first upload, and I'm very excited. I thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to come and just sort of be a part of this community. Gamers Creed is a really fun page. Really fun people run it. I'm very fortunate to be a part of it. And really, without further ado, let's just get into the team preview here. As you can see, this is kind of a strange team. I got Kyogre there. I got, Giratina O. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that really work well together, but you don't really see too often together. You don't usually see Giratina O and Mewtwo on the same team, at least I haven't. But this team really is based around that little hidden gem in between Mewtwo and Kyogre there named Arceus Dark. Now, Arceus Dark is a very scary sweeper. The Dark type is not very common in Ubers. The only two really viable Dark types I can think of off the top of my head would be Arceus Dark and the infamous Darkrai, but I don't particularly like Darkrai, never really been able to use it all that well, but in any case, this is going to be a team based around Arceus Dark. I have Fortress and Kyogre as my walls, physical and special respectively. Kyogre also supports Fortress as Fortress supports Kyogre, because Fortress can take grass hits for days that Kyogre does not like, and Kyogre can really take fire hits and also set up rain for Fortress to live a little bit longer from those fire hits from the possible, choice specs Reshiram. That's a really big issue for Fortress and this team. I have Arceus Dark as the main sweeper, and Mewtwo and Giratina O as just a good way to kind of back up Arceus Dark's damage. If you really need to whittle down your opponents a little bit, that's what Mewtwo and Giratina O are for. Mewtwo, basically the best wall breaker in the tier, in my opinion. Extremely potent wall breaker. Same with Mixed Giratina Origin, which I have right next to Mewtwo here. And Choice Scarfed Palkia really is just there to clean up the mess afterwards. Basically, if my opponent decides to do a lot of switching, my Stealth Rocks will be up, and so Choice Scarf Palkia will really just outspeed everything that comes in and take them out with whatever move I decide for it to lock into. So, with that sort of strange little team based around Arceus Dark, let's just get into the match. Let's get into the first match in Gamers Creed history. So my opponent's going to lead off with a Haxorus as I lead off with my Fortress and goes for a superpower, and I'm thinking to myself, why? Why are you even bringing a Haxorus? There's like Kyurem Black that you actually have on your team. Why are you doing this? As he goes for a Earthquake at -1 attack. Don't know why he did that, as I get a free Volt Switch after I set up Stealth Rock. Going into Giratina Origin, going to take that Dragon Claw not so well as I go for a Dragon Tail, hoping to start a shuffle, but, getting a kill is getting a kill. That's pretty good. As the Dialga comes in, takes me out with a Dragon Claw, but not after taking significant damage from that Earthquake as I go into Mewtwo and take it out. And this is what I mean by wall breaking. Dialga is a huge wall in the Ubers metagame, and Giratina O and Mewtwo love just eating that thing up. So he's going to go into Reshiram. As I go into Kyogre, really, I'm just not going to die from that. Not even going to do hardly any damage after leftovers. As he switches, seeing that, Kyogre, and as I go for a Scald on the incoming Kyurem Black, trying to get a burn, trying to nerf it, not gonna. Doesn't nearly work out for me that way. As I go into Mewtwo, take it out with a super effective Aura Sphere here. As the Dragonite also comes in, goes for an extreme speed, takes Mewtwo out. That is okay. Mewtwo and Giratina O are really the legs of the team. They're not super important. You can lose them if you need to. As I go into Arceus Dark, take the Draco really nicely after a Calm Mind, of course, and really, this thing cannot do anything to me, especially at, -4, I believe, -4. No, just -2 at this point. As I go for a Recover after taking it out, Reshiram comes in, goes for a Blue Flare, not going to do anything in the rain, and my just immense bulk from being an Arceus. as he goes for a Draco after the blue flare, realizing that it probably would do more damage, but it doesn't really matter. Because he goes for a second Draco. I don't know why he's doing this. I don't understand it at all. So I'm gonna recover as he goes for a flame charge. Do you really think you're gonna be outspeeding an Arceus? Do you think you're gonna be doing any damage at -4 to an Arceus? Anyway, so he switches and goes into Conkeldurr. And Conkeldurr is scary right now because it's a fighting type. I'm a dark type. Conkeldurr has immense HP, immense physical attack, and the possible Iron Fist, which makes its punching moves pretty potent. Anyway, so he does a whole bunch of stuff to me. I recover or Calm Mind, and I go for Protect on his Drain Punch, pretty much. That's pretty much what I'm doing here. And I go for Recover. Stupid play is stupid because he goes for a Drain Punch, gets a lot of HP back, not only because I recovered and he has more HP to drain, but because he gets a crit. Now that sucked for me. As I go into Choice Scarf Palkia, he goes for an Ice Punch. That's also not going to be doing too much. As I go for a second Thunder and take him out. And the rest round dies to Stealth Rock. And unclimactic ending is unclimactic, I guess. But, oh well, that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for watching. I am very excited to be a part of this community. You guys have been pretty cool, not recently, ever since I've been on. I've learned a lot, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of this, and happy gaming to you all. This is Pressure, and this has been Gamers Creed.